Baby girl, come and fuck with the bosses. All this drip around my wrist, my watch came with a faucet. Yeah, and we don't care what it costs us, baby. This
On today's interview, we got YoungBoss Trip, aka Triple Double, aka Triple Velly. What's going on, bro?
What's good? What's the word, my boy?
Shit, man, you know, maintaining. How's everything been with you, bro?
I'm chilling, man. Working, you heard? Yeah, grinding.
That's good, man.
Hell yeah.
First off, we're going to start off like, you know, I want you to introduce yourself for those who may not know you. Let them know who you is and shit like that.
Hey, you already know, man. It's your boy, YoungBoss Trip, man. Big Trip, you heard?
All right. So, yeah, I knew you for a minute, man. You from Paterson and shit. You been doing the music and shit. You been in the music scene for a minute. How long you been doing this shit now?
Bruh. Like 20 years for real. Like, and I ain't even exaggerating. Not even on some been rapping for that long. Nah, I recorded my first song when I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
I'm 31.
Yeah. Now I remember you been making music from way back in the day. I think I first met you like back, I think like 08 or 09 when I was out there with Chubb and shit.
Yeah,
nigga. So when I first heard your shit, I'm like, yo, this nigga, you feel me? Then over the years, like your shit been kicking up. So I'm like, yo, that's why I reached out to you before I'm doing the spotlight videos and shit. I had to link up with you again on the interviews and shit. So my next question is gonna be, what got you into making music at such a young age?
So my pops used to do music, my real father and shit. And like growing up, I used to see him, like he used to take me to shows, studio, video shoot, shit like that or whatever. So I watched him doing music, and he had died when I was 10 years old when I did my first song. So the first song I did was a dedication to him, you feel me? So I ended up writing a song. I was already playing around like little freestyling and trying to rap or whatever, you know, trying to like follow his steps. But when he died, I ended up making an actual song. You feel me? I ended up making a song, and then I went to the studio, Q Studio. I don't know if you remember. He had the shit on Essex Street in Madison. Yep. But that's where my pops used to go. My pops had left some bread in there for him. He was working on the album. Yeah. So he left some bread. Like he paid for some studio time in advance. You feel me? And when he died, the money was still there. Q was gonna get the money back to my family, but they was like, nah, just let him use that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I started recording music at Q Studio before he moved to Bunker Hill. Yeah. You feel me? So I ain't gonna hold you, like Q, like he looked me out for real, like, cause I used to, after a while, I used to go a weekend. I'm like, yo, damn, this money probably running out already. You know what I'm saying? I'm going already for 2 years at this point or whatever. I'm like, damn, like I keep asking him like, yo, when the money? He like, yo, you good? Just, you know what I'm saying? And when he ended up moving to Bunker Hill, then that's when this probably like 3 years. So I was getting, he was letting me record music for like 2-3 years without charging me. Like, word bond, Q, man, that's my nigga. I fuck with him.
Yo, shout out to Q, man. It showed mad love. The nigga stayed loyal. You shit.
Nah, that's a fact. Word.
Real shit. Mm-hmm. So like, how would you describe your music style in your own words to a person that might be new to hearing your music?
You know what? I ain't gonna hold you. Like, it's hard for me to describe my sound in one sound. You know what I'm saying? Or like to narrow it down to like one actual, like, this my sound. Like, cause I feel like I don't got a particular sound. You feel me? Yeah. It's like, I'm versatile. I since I started doing music so early, I was able to stay with what was going on, to stay with what was in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it wasn't, cause when I started, it was like still rapping bars and shit like that or whatever, cause I was young, you feel me? But as I got older, I got in tune with, you know, I started what was lit at the time. And you know what I'm saying? I stood basically, I was able to stay in tune with the way the music was going and where I started, you know what I'm saying? So I rap, like when they come, I rap, I spit bars or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I know how to make records as well. Like, so I wouldn't have a exact specific sound that I'll be like, yeah, this is my sound. You feel me? Yeah. You have to just, you know what I'm saying, go listen to it. And, you know, I would like for other people to tell me what they think my music sound like to them. Like,
facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. So, YoungBoss Trip, now you Big Trip now. You got a story behind that name?
Yeah, so so originally when I started rapping, it was Triple S. That was my name. Anybody, you know what I'm saying? Back then it was Triple S. You feel me? Triple S stood for, my pops used to rap, his name was Sam Shaw. Yeah. You feel me? So my name stood for Sam Shaw's son. You feel me? Triple S. And I'm also the third too. Like my name, I'm like it's my grandfather, my father, and me. We all got the same name, so I'm the third.
Yeah.
You feel me? He like it's the senior, the junior, and I'm the third. So it was like a two-way triple S. You feel me? And as I got older, you know what I'm saying? Me being in the streets and everything, you know, you get a nickname. It's just like, yo, Trip. They narrowed it down from Triple S to Trip.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then I was always young as hell and I was with older niggas. You feel me? And my mentality was, you know what I'm saying? And I remember one of my peoples and shit, he was, you know, rest in peace to him. He was like, yo, man, like, you a young boss. Like, you feel me? He like, you YoungBoss Trip. You feel me? And that shit, I'm like, you know, I like that. I got a little ring to it. Like, and I just stuck with that shit since. You feel me?
Yeah. What would you say is your biggest struggle being an unsigned artist coming out of Paterson right now?
Shit, doing everything by yourself. For real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you're recording, you know what I'm saying? You videos, marketing, promotion, like, you know, when you're doing anything by yourself, I feel like that. Not to say by myself, like me, just only me. You know, you got a team, you got engineers, producers, video men, you got, you know, it's a team of y'all, but we all independent. You feel me? We doing it together. We trying to we building each other up. You feel me? But not having that machine behind you, like a label or something like that, that's probably the most, because it's easy. It's like it's easy and it's hard. It's like it's easy because we got the internet and everything's so accessible. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like so many people doing it that it's like the odds. It's like trying to get in the NBA type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Have you ever thought about signing to a label if you had the opportunity?
So I was signed before.
Yeah,
I was signed. It was a fucked up deal or whatever. That was me like just rushing. You know what I'm saying? Label came and I had some managers and shit, and they like, yeah, like, you know, we got this going on, whatever. So I'm like, fuck it. I just went for it. I didn't even read no contract. I was just so hyped to be signed or whatever. And that shit wasn't even what it was, what I thought. You know what I mean? So, would I sign? Yeah, I'll definitely sign. But it would have to be I would have to do it the right way this time. Like, you know what I mean? Because that can make or break you. You know what I mean? And that shit kind of held me back. Which you would think signing a pusher nigga, but nah, that shit held me back. But recently I had some labels contacting and shit, so we'll see. You know what I mean? If they talking the right shit, then you know.
Yeah.
Because being independent, you could do it by yourself. You feel me? You can. It's possible. Like, it's just harder. You know what I mean?
Facts. What would you say your biggest accomplishment is so far while doing music?
I mean, I hit a lot of milestones in my career so far, but the most recent I can say, I just performed at the Prudential Center.
A word?
Yeah, that shit was lit, man. That shit was a movie.
Word. That shit sound like it'll be lit.
Yeah,
that
but I walked out a boxer.
A word?
Yeah.
I seen that shit on the gram.
Man.
I did see that shit.
Word, that shit was lit, bro. But you know, that was on TV and everything. So, but I've been on TV, I've been on the radio. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I've had like, you know, a lot of milestones in my career, features, you know, with certain big artists and shit. Like, but I had a feature with Pop Smoke before he died.
Oh, word?
Yeah, bro. I had a feature with Pop Smoke right before he died. Yeah. I actually spoke to the engineer, his engineer. I was in a studio at New York.
Yeah.
And I ended up doing a song so the engineer had some music that I guess Pop Smoke was like scrapping.
Yeah.
And he was playing it and I ended up doing a verse on it. He ended up showing it to him and he said he was fucking with it. You feel me? So when he was in LA, when he was out there, he said when he had came back from LA to New York, that he wanted me to go to the studio. We was gonna do like a little in-studio video for the song and shit or whatever. And he ended up dying out there. That's when he got killed.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. So I got this record. I'm like, damn, what I'm gonna do with it? You feel me? So I ain't gonna hold you. I was holding on to it for a little bit, but I ended up putting it out. You feel me?
Yeah.
Basically without permission though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't give me like the okay to do anything with it, but it was my record. You feel me? I basically paid for it. So I put the record out, and as soon as I put it out, within 5 minutes, the shit had like 60,000 streams on it, right? And I got an email. They took it down right away. Damn. Within 5 minutes, I got an email. Boom, and it said the label. It said copyright infringement and all this shit. They took it down.
Damn, that's crazy.
So I ain't never get to do nothing with that shit.
Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, man, you know, it was good talking to you. You know, I know it was a quick interview and shit like that. I just pulled up to the town, check on you and shit like that. But before we get out of here, you know, give a shout out and let everybody know your social media contact and anything like that.
Yeah, right now you can follow me at You Been Trouble. Look me up, YoungBoss Trip. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I got a whole bunch of new singles, whole bunch of videos. You know what I'm saying? Go follow me on the gram. Shit going crazy right now, so you already know.
Yeah, man. Yo, it was a pleasure, man. It's always a pleasure working with you.
That's a
we
fact.
definitely gonna get some more working soon.
Yeah, for sure. You feel me? I'm working, so you know, we here.
All right,
Let's
bro.
get it.
All right, bro.